kind of a crazy man, so it might be hard to identify with. I'm going to tell you about a guy just like you. He was in middle school, last session. I'll never forget Trip, probably for the rest of my life. I'll never forget it. Trip came into the session, and man, he was kind of teary-eyed a little bit. I was like, dude, what's wrong? And he's like, man, Coach, I've never wrestled before, and I really don't want to be here. My dad made me come. And I was like, well, okay. I was like, but you're here, right? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, let's set a goal. I was like, have you ever set a goal before? He's like, no, I haven't. I was like, all I want you to try and do is sweat this session. Since you're here, I want you to try and sweat. He's like, okay, I can do that. I was teaching reshot stuff. It's pretty complicated. Reshots aren't very easy, especially what I kind of got into. It was kind of high-level stuff. Well, he got one of these knee drops, right? And I was like, Trip, that's it. And he looked at me with complete shock on his face. He was like, I was right? I was like, yeah, that's it. And dude, he got up, and he was literally on the tips of his toes. He felt like he was 10 feet tall. That pride thing that I talked about, bang, blew up. He changed, completely changed as a person in one moment. Completely changed. My man Trip started working and working. Was the technique good? No, he never wrestled before. He'd get a few right every now and then, but he didn't care about it. He was just working. Well, about 35 minutes into the session, my man Trip turns about that color. He ate the whole breakfast buffet that morning. I mean, double waffle Trip, 7 pounds of butter, piled the eggs on, the whole deal. He goes sprinting over to the trash can and starts calling the demons. I mean, he was levitating. I mean, it was bad. And I was hurt. I was like, Dad, coming. This kid finally figured it out. He's got that pride about him, and I know what's coming next. So I'll go, the stomach hurts, I gotta go to the trainer, I do, life's over. You know what my man Trip did? He just walked right back out on the mat, did one of these, and went right back drilling. That's what you do, right? Oh, I gotta go wash my mouth out. My man had something different about it. He threw up 3 more times that session. Didn't miss a beat. Would go over, throw up, wipe his mouth, come back out. I will never forget that dude as long as I live. I don't think. I've never seen anything like that before. In one moment, he changed who he was. He had never wrestled before. He was this soft little doughy middle school kid that had probably never worked hard in his life. But he got proud of something. He stood for something for the first time in his life, and it changed him. What's wrong with, I think, with society is you guys don't want to stand up for anything. It's like you're playing dodgeball all the time. I don't want to get committed to anything because what if I fail? Failure doesn't mean anything. It's only real if you accept it. You just keep moving on. I told you guys I didn't achieve my goals in wrestling. Well, look on that board. My name's not there. I wasn't an All-American. I wasn't a national champion. It doesn't matter. You know how much it changed my life that I wasn't an All-American? None. 0. If I'd have won 2 more matches, I wouldn't be any different. I'd be standing here right now telling you the exact same thing. It's what you put into this time that's going to matter. What you put into it matters. What you put into every workout, every class, every lesson matters. And don't let anybody tell you anything different. Because when you get that pride candle going off, sky's the limit. Whatever you want to do. Nobody will ever stop it. People told me my whole life, you're not going to be a living made a wrestling coach. Hear me now. I'm 31. I did it a real short amount of time. Oh, you're not going to be able to put all these state champions out of Georgia? Do it all the time. When people tell me I can't do something, I laugh on the inside now. All right, watch. Watch me. All I need is time because I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up, and that tank's sure going to put a lot of passion into it. So now we're going to start working. We got 15 minutes. We're going to get through the whole thing. I got to get that hip tip in that we forgot about. So I want you to do both drills. Our distance drill, where we're keeping our feet outside our what? Hip bones, right? Keeping our feet outside our hip bones. We're going to move. We're going to move. Then we're going to do our rhythm drill where we're moving in that stance. Giving them a shuffle step. Giving them a jab step. Maybe switching our lead leg. Not getting in a pattern. That matters. That little lapse of attention matters. matters in life. I'm telling you, because listen, there's somebody sitting out here right now who's in it. If you got a job one day, somebody's going to be in it. I got a great story about a dude that's CEO of a company right now, or vice president of a company, making $250,000 a year, start off with bag boy. See how it works, everybody. Learn, I told you about Russell, awesome dude. Learn how to work, learn how to focus. Ready to go get it? Let's go start sweating. Go!